So today we're doing a video on top 15 weapons should be added to Fortnite. I made all of these myself, put all the stats, pictures of them and everything that you can see on screen. So we're going to start off with number 15, the dual pump. So the purpose of this, it's like a pump, but it's like shooting two pumps, still do less damage, but it's a different kind of shotgun. So the spread is like a double barrel, so it has a big spread. The rarity is epic and legendary. Pellet damage is 9 and 10, and there's 8 pellets. So for the epic, the damage is going to be 72, and the legendary is going to be 80. The fire rate is going to be 1.2 because it's going to shoot 2 shots every 0.6 seconds, or every 1.2 seconds it'll shoot the 2 shots. The ranges of attack, the clip size is 6 shells, which is basically 3 shots because you're shooting 2 at a time. The reload time is 3.4 seconds and 3.2 seconds for epic and legendary. And the DPS for epic and legendary is 86.96. The headshot is 2 times. So now on the number 14, I made a slug rifle. So it's like a deagle, but it's not hit scan. So it's going to be rare and epic. The damage is 90 and 100. The fire rate is 2, so you can shoot 2 shots a second. The range is like an AR. The clip size is 3, and it's heavy bullets. The reload time is 2.2, 2, and 1.8 seconds. The DPS is 180 and 200, and the headshot is 1.75 times. Now on to number 13, the flare gun. The difference is that it shoots a flare that does area damage over time every 1 second for 5 seconds. If they stand in fire, if they stand in fire, it does damage over time. Body shot damage, and it marks enemies for 8 seconds. The rarity is going to be common, uncommon, and rare. It's going to do 40, 50, and 60 body damage. The initial explosion damage is going to be 30, 35, and 40. The damage over time is going to be 20, 25, and 30, and this is every second for 5 seconds. The fire rate is 1, so you can shoot it once every second. The range is of an AR. The clip size is 5 rockets, which is 5 shots. The reload time is 2.6, 2.4, and 2.2 seconds. The DPS is 90, 110, and 130. And there is no headshot on this. So now we're going to move to number 12. So on number 12, the difference is like, it's like a flintlock AR. And this is a blunderbuss. It's in a lot of games, and in Fortnite it'll be cool. So it's uncommon, rare, and epic. The damage will be 50, 55, and 60. The fire rate's 3.25, which is how many times you can fire it per second. The range is of an AR, like the other ones. The clip size and type, so it's going to hold 8 heavy bullets, which is 8 shots. The reload time is 3 seconds, 2.8, and 2.6 seconds. The DPS of uncommon, rare, and epic blunderbuss would be 163, 179, and 195, which is kind of on the higher side, but not too high. The headshot is 2 times. And then number 11. So this is the missile striker. It's in like Warzone and maybe Apex Legends, but it's a different type of thing that can be added to Fortnite. Kind of like the proximity, but a little different. So it strikes 2 small and 1 large missile from above after activating them by scoping in and locking on. Strikes faster than turbo build on first 2, so it allows you to hit the second easier. So the first one, it'll obviously hit your builds if you're under builds, and there will be a warning when somebody strikes this at you. But the second one that comes down, it's going to be able to go quick enough so that it goes through your turbo builds after the first rocket. But that'll only do 30 and 34 damage if you have an epic or legendary. On the third missile though, there's going to be 3 missiles. On the third one, it's going to be a larger missile, and this is going to be slow enough to turbo build past, but it's going to do more damage. So this one for epic and legendary is going to be 60 and 64 damage. The fire rate is 3. It locks on from AR range. The clip size and type is 3 rockets, which is 3 shots, or 3 rockets, which is 1 missile strike. and the reload time is 4 seconds and 3.8 seconds, so a pretty long reload time. The DPS is 120 and 132, and there is no headshot. So on to number 10. This one was kind of leaked, and it's in a lot of games, and there is rapid fire, but that's an SMG, and this is a little different. So it's common through legendary, every rarity. It's a different type of pistol. We have a semi-automatic already in the game. This is an automatic machine pistol. Common through legendary. The damage is 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. The fire rate's 16.5, which is higher than any other SMG in the game. So it has the same range as the rapid fire SMG. The clip size is 25 light bullets, so 25 shots. The reload time is 2.8, 2.7, 2.6, 2.5, 2.4, and 2.3 seconds. The DPS is 165, 183, 198, 215, and 231 DPS. So it does vary all the way from 165 to 231. So the higher legendary and epic ones, they can be pretty good, while the common one can be decent. The headshot is 1.75 times, so you can't get the hard lasers, but they will be pretty good. On to number 9, the charge rifle. This is also in a lot of games. So the difference is a charging rifle that locks on the targets from max SMG range. So it starts charging when locked on, but loss of sight, like if they build or go behind a building, it cancels the charge. ADS charges it. So the rarity is rare, epic, and legendary. The damage is 85, 90, and 95. The fire rate's 1.2. It has a range of attack, attack AR. The clip size is 15 shells, which is 3 shots, so it carries shells instead of like rockets or anything else. And it basically uses 5 shells per shot. The charge time, so when you lock on, this is how long it takes to charge. For rare, epic, and legendary is 1.75, 1.5, and 1.25 seconds. The reload time is 3.4, 3.2, and 3 seconds. The DPS is 58, 67, and I believe another one would be around 74. Doesn't say it on screen, but it should be around 74. There is no headshot. Now, this one I believe is pretty good. On the number 8, it's kind of like other SMGs, stat changes, but it should be pretty cool. So, it's uncommon, rare, and epic. The damage is 24, 25, 26, which is a lot of damage for an SMG, but the fire rate's 7.5. It has the range of a drum gun. The clip size is 30 AR bullets, so it doesn't take light bullets like any other SMG, because it does a lot of damage, so it's an AR bullet SMG. The reload time is 3, 2.8, and 2.6 seconds. DPS is 180, 188, and 195 damage a second. The headshot's 1.75 times, again, so it's not too OP. And the bloom is like a drum gun, so decent bloom. On to number 7, a burst shotgun. So the difference is it's a 2-round burst, other than the burst SMG, which is 4, and the burst AR, which is 3. The spread is like a heavy shotgun, so it's a small spread. The rarity is rare, epic, and legendary. The pellet damage is 7, 7.5, and 8. It shoots 8 pellets, so the damage will be 56, 60, and 64. The fire rate's 2, so basically, since it's a 2-round burst, it'll burst once every second, which is 2 shots a second. The range of a heavy shotgun, just like the spread. The clip size is 8 shells, which is basically 4 bursts because you're shooting 2 bursts at a time. The reload time is 2.8 and 2.6 and 2.4 seconds. The DPS is 112, 120, and 128, and the headshot is 2 times. On to number 6. A service rifle. A service rifle is basically a regular AR or AK or something, but this is kind of different, and it's kind of like the buzz cut, as you can see on the screen, like in Save the World. So the difference is it's a tap-fire AR just like the infantry, but it's a different one. So it does more damage. It's epic and legendary only. The damage is 46 and 48. The fire rate's 3.5, so it shoots slower than the infantry, but it does more damage. The range of an AK, the clip size is 20 medium bullets, and the infantry is like 8 for up to rare, and then this one holds 20. The reload time's 2 and 1.8 seconds, and the DPS is 161, 168, and the headshot is 2 times. Now on to number 5, the laser rifle. So the difference is that you put a laser on people and do damage over time. The rarity is epic and legendary. The damage is 6.5 and 7. But the fire rate is how many times you deal damage every second while putting your laser on people is 30. So you'll be hitting if you have the legendary one, you'll be hitting 7 damage 30 times a second. The range is attack AR. The clip size and type is 2 seconds, which means every 2 seconds it'll overheat. But it doesn't take any type of ammo, it's basically unlimited ammo. The cooldown time, which is every 2 seconds when it overheats, this is how much time it takes to cool down, just like the minigun, is 1.8 and 1.6 seconds. The DPS is 195 and 210, and there is no headshot. On to number 4. The burst bow. So this is kind of like the boom bow, but it is kind of like a bow sniper that's in Save the World. So the difference is it's a bow that bursts. The rarity is epic and legendary. 53-55 damage. The fire rate is 3, which means you could burst it once a second. The range and speed of which the bows travel is like the heavy sniper. So it's not hit scan, obviously. The clip size and type, it holds 9 heavy bullets, so it holds up to 3 bursts at a time. The reload time is 2.6, 2.4 seconds. The DPS is 159 and 165, and the headshot is 2 times. Now on to the top 3. Number 3, we have an axe. So this is a melee weapon. We don't have anything like that in Fortnite, except like the umbrella, I guess. But the thing about this is you could use it as a melee or a projectile. So you can project it by ADSing. The rarity is rare, epic, and legendary. Melee damage is 45, 50, and 55, and you can swing it twice a second. And it swings as far as the sword, like the infinity sword. The projectile damage is 85, 90, and 95 damage, so it does more damage. But the fire rate is 1, so you can only throw it once a second. The projectile range and speed is just the same as the boom bow. So it's not hit scan again. The clip size and type is, so it has unlimited clip size, and it doesn't hold any ammo. So you can throw this and swing it as much as you want. The reload time, there is no reload time. The melee DPS will be 90, 100, and 110 for rare, epic, and legendary. And the projectile DPS is 85, 90, and 95. There is no headshot. Now on to number 2. The difference is that it sprays pellets, but it is an SMG, a pellet SMG. The rarity is uncommon, rare, and epic. It does 20, 25, and 30 damage. The fire rate is 6, so it's slower than any other SMG. But it does higher damage, and it has bigger damage increments. It has the range of a drum gun. The clip size is 15 shells, so you put 15 shells into it, and you spray each shell separately, 15 shots. The reload time is 3, 2.8, and 2.6 seconds. The DPS is 120, 150, and 180. The headshot is 2.5 times, so you can shred headshots with this. And the bloom is of a tech AR, so pretty small bloom. Pretty good bloom. Now the top gun idea that I made. So this is my favorite. It's a compact shotgun. So we have all the shotguns in the game. Every time they make a new shotgun, it gets faster and does less damage. And they're all fast shooting. The combat, the drum, the tac. They're all fast shooting, automatic, and do low damage. But I was thinking, the pump's the slowest shooting shotgun in the game right now. What if they made one that was slower than that, but it did more damage? And the picture in this is just what I was thinking. It's compact shotgun too, just like compact SMG or something. So it's a compact shotgun. It's really slow shooting, but it does the most damage of any shotgun. It also has really small spread, just like the combat shotgun, but the range is just like a pump. It's rare, epic, and legendary. Each pellet damage is 12, 14, and 16, and it holds 10 pellets. So the damage is 120, 140, and 160. The fire rate is 0.5, so you can only shoot this every 2 seconds. So it still has the range of the pump. The clip size is 4 shells, which is only 4 shots. The reload time is 4, 3.8, and 3.6 seconds for rare, epic, and legendary. The DPS is 60, 70, and 80. And the headshot is 2 times. So this is one of my favorite because you can, with the legendary one, you can hit for 320 to the head, or even with the rare one, you can hit for 240 to the head. And it's a really hard hitting shotgun that's kind of different than other shotguns because it's It's the slowest shooting in the game, just like the pump, but we don't have anything like this in the game currently. I find the picture to be really matching for this gun to be in Fortnite, and this is honestly my favorite one, which is why it's at number 1. And I think this is a really good idea. So that's the end of the video, and subscribe, leave a like, and put post notifications on. Tell your friends.